What's up, YouTube world? C. Tyson synopsis here with the quick unboxing. I normally do NFL content, Buccaneers content, but I'm really getting into kind of style and fashion and stuff like that during the off season. So I want to do something a little different. Um, I've been getting into boots, like winter boots and kind of like dress boots and shoes and whatnot. So I bought a couple pair of different boots and shoes since the pandemic started, just because there's really not much else to do. But I got a couple different pair of boots from a company called Danner. Um, so I'll do a quick unboxing, show you, the two styles I got. They're the same silhouette, but different style and different materials. So the um, the first boot that I purchased was the Danner Mock Toe Bull Run Lux. The color is Burro Brown. Um, it's kind of your typical work boot mock toe, kind of made popular by companies like Red Wing, and there's Thoroughgood, and I think there's a couple other companies. There's a bunch of other companies that make these. Thursday Boots makes one as well. But this is the first one I got. I got it specifically because of the color. I liked kind of the lighter brown color. When I first got it, I didn't know that it was nubuck, so it's a kind of like a fine suede material. You can kind of see, just a little bit of the gradation. I've worn this one for the past couple months, so it's a little bit. This isn't straight out of the box. The other one I have is. These are the laces that it comes with. So the laces are cool. The eyelets are like I don't know what you call those, like a turquoise, kind of like a Native American turquoise looking thing. Yeah, this is pretty nice. It's a new buck, it looks super fresh when you first buy it. The only thing that I don't like about the new buck is the upkeep is pretty tough. If you let it, if you don't clean it and you kind of just let it do its thing for a while, it'll turn into a smooth leather. I don't know if you can see that, but on the inside, the new buck itself is kind of turned into a smooth leather a little bit. But what's the point of having new buck shoes unless you keep them new buck? So the only thing with these that I didn't particularly like so much is the anytime you get any water or anything on them, it'll basically sit there and kind of stain it until you take it home and brush it out the water. Or if there's anything else on there, you got to basically clean it, let it dry, and then brush it out with a a wire. Um, I have it here somewhere. A wire brush. Here we go. So what I do is I use this little wire brush right here, um, just to kind of get the gnat back up, and then I'll take a horsehair brush, and then I'll usually go the opposite way to just kind of get the gnat back to where it's supposed to be. The great thing about these boots, though, is it's got a stitched down construction, which means that the top portion of the leather on the outsole, not the outsole, the upper, they stitch that directly to the outsole and the midsole, um, which is pretty nice. It gives yourself a big platform to where your foot isn't sitting on the welt itself. So since this new buck is really soft, the break-in time for these Bull Run Lux boots is like zero. Basically, as soon as you put on it fits pretty well. One thing I don't like about the sole, it's based on like that traditional Vibram sole, but it looks like they make theirs themselves. They just kind of like, instead of outsourcing the soles to Vibram, they just kind of created their own. One of the things that I didn't particularly like about this outsole, though, is it stains pretty easily, and it's hard to get it back to normal. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like a brownish stain or whatever. So like if you take your regular shoe cleaner, it takes a minute to get that kind of stain up out of there. You really gotta kind of go at it. I actually took some sandpaper to it too to kind of get it back to normal. It's got a cool little USA patch that I really like. The laces it came with are pretty dope too, like a green and with a little turquoise accent that matches the eyelets. It actually also came with a pair of brown laces that kind of match the upper as well, which is pretty nice. So yeah, really like those. Um, but like I said, the only thing that I should have known is that nubuck is a leather that takes a lot of time taken care of. So after I bought these babies, I went ahead and purchased a different pair. These are the original versions. This is the Bull Run Mach 2 6-inch tobacco. Um, this I just is a little kilty that I made, so this doesn't come with a boot. And these laces are actually extra laces that the company sent me. The laces that these come with are kind of your regular Tim laces. I'm not a big fan of these, so I took those out and put the olive army green ones in there. It kind of looks like a beef and broccoli a little bit, which I like. So yeah, this boot pretty much I basically wore it outside right before this, but it's it's pretty nice. I put some conditioner in there so it's shining a little bit. One of the things that I did notice about this is that when I purchased it, the picture online, the leather itself looks so much lighter than the leather in person. Like this looks like a chocolate leather almost, but the leather online looks like a mid brown to a light brown almost. It looks like a tobacco would look like. It looks like that, but on the smooth side. But this is so yeah, this is a lot darker than I expected, but I actually was kind of pleasantly pleased about that. But yeah, these I actually like a little bit better because they're smooth leather, so they're a little bit more easy to maintain. Um, the leather is actually quite a lot stiffer. So this will probably take 24 hours to break in, but I kind of like that because it'll be a little bit more rigid and probably stand up to a little bit more abuse than the other one. It's got gold eyelets. I like that. Kind of a more traditional look. I can't say I would hate the turquoise ones on here, but this kind of makes it versatile, so to speak. Um, the kill tie, I just added that just for fashion sense. I got a piece of leather. I'm gonna kind of make an actual one, but um, the only thing that I don't like so much is I would like this top stitch to be just kind of like a dark brown. So like this is right here are stitched with a dark brown thread. Um, I just think it would look a little bit better if it had a brown stitch on the toe box. I don't mind the white stitch on the actual sole itself. That's not too bad, but I would prefer to have this kind of matching the leather. But I could do that myself. I could just take some dye and do that myself. But over time it'll, as I polish it and put product in it, it'll start getting darker. But yeah, other than that, like I said, the only thing with the outsoles, well, it kind of stains a little bit, but I'm kind of being picky. But other than that, I really like these a lot. I've had a pair of I've had a pair of Red Wing Machtos before, and I like these a little bit better, if I'm being honest. These are made with this shank. There is a shank inside. The soles are slip resistant. Same kind of construction on these. Yeah, overall, just an awesome boot. Can't really complain too much. And I think I got these. The first one I spent like, I want to say 190. I think that now the first ones are priced at 210. I got them on his discount though, and these are priced at 190. The great thing actually is when I purchased these, the right boot was a little bit less snug than the left boot, and it was a noticeable kind of lack of snugness on the right boot. So I asked them to send me a new pair. So I'm actually going to be sending these ones back to them. And that was a pretty seamless process. They sent me out the new ones before I sent the old ones back. So the customer service that I received was great. Not only did they give me a couple different pairs of laces, But they gave me a pair of socks as well. I'm actually wearing them right now. Take this off. So yeah, they gave me a little Danner pair of socks, which is pretty cool. So if you have any issues, they have a warranty on them for I think over a year. So if you get a boot that maybe one of the boots doesn't fit properly or there's something wrong, and it's not kind of up to standards, up to snuff, then you can contact them and they'll send you out a new pair, and then you just send the old one back at no cost to you. So overall, I mean, for a little bit less than $200, I mean, you really can't get a much better work boot or just a casual boot. I just basically kind of wear these around town. So yeah, I mean, I think that it would be awesome if they did a rough out leather version of these guys, because this is an oil treated leather. But it would be pretty cool if they, instead of doing the new buck, it's a little bit easier to maintain a rough out leather. So just an idea for Danner. But yeah, other than that, I got some new boots coming in. They'll be in about 6 weeks. They're a made to order boot that I got from a Indonesian company. Those will be coming in soon, so I'm going to do a boot review on that. And then once football season comes on, I'll get back to football. But anyways, thanks for checking in to the C. Tyson synopsis with a quick boot review, switching it up. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.